How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to What We're Watching. This is episode 2, coming to you live from our cozy bed. We had my going away party last night.
Yes.
So sad. For those who don't know, I am leaving Seven Brew and leaving Columbia.
Boo.
So I had all my favorite people over last night, and we celebrated hard.
Yeah, it was fun. It was so much fun.
Yes, shout out Emily for all the really cute
Yes,
decorations.
Emily did so good. It looked so cute.
We
She
had a
did such a
great
great
time.
job.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
So we are in recovery mode and relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
So we figured, why not just bring you guys into where we watch 99% of the movies from our bed.
And shows and just consume and lay and read and all kinds of stuff.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic
The true
happens.
magic. Yeah. So, Ava, let's see. What are you watching this week?
So this week, I'll talk about the show that I started watching. So I went home for a couple days because our mom was getting surgery on her foot. And I was laying with her on the couch, and she was watching this show. It was on Netflix. It's a limited series. It's called His and Hers. And it's also a book. Oh, wow, English. It's also a book. And it was really interesting because it's about spouses that are estranged, and one of them's a detective and the other one's a news anchor, like a news reporter. But they're like obviously separated because they're in different towns. And the news anchor is trying to have like come back into the light because she was like away from being in the spotlight of the news station, and she needs like a new big break because she had to go on. She like this whole thing. I don't want to spoil that part, but and there's this murder in her hometown where her estranged husband lives, or ex-husband lives, and she's like, I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna go cover this, whatever. So she goes back to the town. It's called Delogna. I don't remember how they say it. Georgia. And the scene where they both see each other again for the first time, it's like, he's like, oh shit. Like, oh my gosh. Like, what's going on? So basically, Anna Andrews is the news anchor and the ex-husband is Jack Harper. And the murder basically starts with, like, it's this lady that he had just, like, hooked up with. And come to find out that lady is, like, an old friend of Anna's. And they all went to the same, like, private not boarding school, but, like, private school together.
The drama.
They all went to the same school. So they're all talking to the people of this town because it's a small town. Obviously, naturally, like every other, like, murder story, I feel like.
Right.
And
murder loves small towns.
So they're uncovering, like, the dark secrets and, like, the shared trauma they have together because, like, they still kind of like each other but kind of, like, are mad at each other because they have, like, kind of just certain things that happen that, like, kind of tie into the killings. But the crazy thing is they both think the other person is the prime suspect. So, like, Anna thinks it's Jack and Jack thinks it's Anna. So it's
crazy.
like, yeah, it's like really weird for only like 6 episodes. For only 6 episodes. It's a limited series, but it's also a book by Alice Feeney. And there's one part that's like kind of a twist, but not really. And then there's the real twist. So the real twist was really kind of crazy. I didn't expect it. I feel like
she said that I probably wouldn't have
which is
expected it
weird though
either.
because Reese always is really good at probably about figuring out a certain twist. I don't know, this one it's kind of hard.
There's
So
not
Jack,
many movies I fear that surprise me.
Yeah. Jack has a sister also in the show. Her name's Zoe. And Zoe was a part of the friend group that Anna, and the girl that died in the first episode, the whole murder, why she comes to the town, her name's Rachel.
Wait, so, Rachel's the girl who gets murdered.
Rachel is the girl who gets murdered.
But was hooking up
with the detective Jack Harper, which is Anna's ex-husband.
And they went to school together.
Oh
my goodness.
It's low-key confusing. Yeah, I'm just not very good at...
I just learned that word, low-genuinely. This is crazy.
I'm not very good at explaining, but basically the whole show kind of revolves around that school they went together and their friend group, and they're all like dying, basically. Yeah, but
So it's kind of giving like if there was death in Gossip Girl and it was in a small town.
yeah, kind of, I guess. Yeah.
Interesting.
But there's one small thing that like really links it to like they know like it's somebody that knew their friend group. All the victims are found with a red and white friendship bracelet that's tied to their tongue.
Whoa.
That's like tying into Anna's 16th birthday. So something
somebody's-
went down on her 16th birthday.
Okay, Pretty Little Liars vibes.
No, yeah,
like,
something went down on her
me.
16th birthday, and that's why
Does it all? And it's a limited series, so like it all clears up.
it
in the
all
sixth
clears up
episode?
in the 6th episode. It's really fast paced, and honestly, like at some parts the writing isn't very like you can tell it's very like they're really trying to be like kind of spooky and scary and try to just get to the point.
Right.
But honestly, I thought it was really good, and it was good for 6 episodes. I need mom to finish it because I texted her after I finished it because I stayed up after watching it with her. I like binge watched the rest of it. Stayed up till about like 1:30, and I think I opened the next day or something like that, or I worked early in the morning, whatever. But it was definitely worth it. It was really good.
So, Mom, if you're watching this,
You need to finish his and hers.
finish it. Also, Heated Rivalry, Mom.
Heated
been trying to
Rivalry.
get you to
You
watch
need to read it. Dad, you do.
We're just, sorry guys. We know we heard that everybody expected this last week to talk about Heated Rivalry. Naturally, we won't
Yes.
talk about it again this week, no matter how much I want to.
We'll probably talk about it like
Next week.
next week or something. But that was like show that I watched, and then a couple weeks ago I finished a book series, the Windy City series. Delaney put me on. It's like one of those interconnected like kind of standalone books, friend group, kind of centers around a friend group. And those are my favorite kind of books. But I love every male in it and I love every female in it, which is rarely whenever I read a book series like that. I don't love all of them, but it's a really good series, and they all are about like they're all like sports romances too. Like the first one and the last one are both hockey. The second one's basketball, and then the third and fourth are baseball.
Oh, I thought they were all about hockey.
No,
I've
so
only
they're all
read
different.
The first one.
The first one, a lot of people don't like that one just because it's I don't know. A lot of people just don't like that one, but I think it's a great introduction to the series.
The first one, I read. I didn't finish the first one. I liked the first one. I felt like it was weird pacing. Like I would be like
It's very
really into it at some points,
Yeah.
and then be like really bored with it at
That's
other
valid.
points.
Yeah.
The first one is like this professional hockey player and
He's
a
the
flight
bad boy.
and a flight attendant that's like on their like professional, like plane.
Yeah.
It was good. I don't know.
It's good. The second one is the flight attendant's brother and her best friend.
Maybe I should read them.
I think you'd really like them.
I don't know, guys. I'm
But
busy reading Heated
That's
Rivalry.
a lot of what I consumed, read, watched over the past couple weeks. But I'm reading another hockey romance series because that's all I do. Is
We just
I
can't get
love
enough.
I just love like
What is it?
interconnected like where it's like a friend group. Those are my favorite book series to read because it's just those are the best.
What is it about hockey that makes it the perfect sport
romance?
Sport romance.
Like actually, but
like
it's
when the off-campus series comes
oh
out,
my
guys,
gosh, that's
trust-
gonna be a whole episode.
We'll have
I'm
an
so
episode
excited
about
for
it.
that. Those books are my life. I've read all of the spin-offs, like all the Briar U, all the Campus Diaries, off campus, like oh my gosh. Those are my favorite. And it's funny though, because all the writers of those book series too, like kind of exaggerate hockey a little bit. Like they don't know the full terminology,
I don't
which we've
know-
heard from
right.
like empty netters.
Any of these women actually know the sport of hockey.
I
when they're
just think
writing
it's
about
so
it.
funny. Yeah. But what about you, Reese? What have you been watching?
Okay, what have I watched this week? Well, I saw Hamnet this week. I know last week we talked about how I wasn't sure why Hamnet beat out Sinners for the best motion picture for drama at the Golden Globes. Then I went and I saw it.
I really want to watch it.
And now I kind of understand. It was absolutely unreal. It was one of those movies that sits with you for such a long time. Like, I think I cried pretty much through the majority of it because it was so beautiful and so perfect. And I get into what Hamnet's about. So, Hamnet is a book originally written by Maggie O'Farrell, and the the movie is based off of this book. It's directed by Chloe Cho. It was it was so, so good. Like, I can't even begin to describe it. So, what Hamnet is about is William Shakespeare's life, essentially. So, the book is focused a lot more on William and his story, but it's about the loss of their son. So, they
Mhm.
have 2 daughters and a son. The 2 daughters' names are Susanna, I believe, and then they have twins named Judith and um, Hamnet. And when they had Judith, she was really, really small, really, really frail. They didn't think she was going to survive. So every winter rolls around, back then in the old times, and they get super, super sick or whatever. So Judith gets really, 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 really sick. This is all during the time of like the bubonic plague. And she gets really sick, and there's this beautiful, like, heart-wrenching scene where Hamnet, like, climbs into bed with her and says that he sees death and that he's, like, hoping that he can, like, switch places with her or something so that
Mm.
death takes him instead. They get into, the 2 kids, they have these antics where they'll, like, switch clothes and pretend to be the other person. Obviously, they're boy and girl twins. They look nothing alike.
Mhm.
But they will, like, pretend to be each other, like, "Did we trick you, mom? Did we trick you, dad?" Blah, blah, blah.
Aw.
It's super cute. So then when Judith is dying, he's like, "Maybe I can get like, we can trick death and, like, death will take me
Mhm.
instead." Well, spoiler alert, not spoiler alert, death does take, Hamnet instead of Judith, and Hamnet dies. And so Hamnet's death is what brings forward the emotions and the feelings and all of these thoughts that cause William Shakespeare to write his first tragedy, Hamlet. So that is
Mm.
it's so good. It inspired Shakespeare to write Hamnet. So at the time when Hamnet dies, you have William Shakespeare in London, and he's like actively writing plays and working on plays. But who's at home is his wife. Um, And I would say the movie really centers more around Agnes and like her life and her story. We don't hear much of that. And I feel like it really humanizes her. And the book, I would say, is written very like father and son, like the story of William and his son and like their relationship and how that inspires the story. But I would say that the movie did a really good job of kind of like sidetracking and giving more of like a meaning to Agnes's story, where who she's been like traditionally kind of treated really poorly in like history and like scholarship, just because she's seen as like, obviously you have William Shakespeare, who's this like, huge playwright,
Mhm.
and then she just kind of like somebody on the side. But
Mhm.
Jessie Buckley is who plays Agnes, and she is seriously unreal. Like,
Mm.
her performance was something that will stick with me forever. The way that she just like transformed herself into this character, that you could feel that she felt all the emotions like to her core. I feel like sometimes in movies you can see like people trying to feel sad or bring up those
Mhm.
emotions and stuff like that, and she just did it in such a beautiful way.
felt natural. Like,
oh my gosh. And Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal's chemistry was actually crazy. Like, you would have thought that they knew each other their whole lives. It was so beautifully written and shot. Oh my gosh. Like, it was like immersive almost, like the cinematography. So there's so many of these beautiful scenes in the woods and in the treetops and stuff like that when she goes to have her first baby in the woods alone. It's gorgeous. Not to mention, Paul Mescal had a slutty little earring in the whole movie. Like, I'm sorry. It was so cute. I loved it so much. And it was so funny because it was like they were only trying to shoot him from that side because there's just one earring. But I kept trying to see, like, does he have one earring in or two earrings? And it was only one, but throughout the whole movie, it felt like they were just, like, that was his
just
good,
filming
his good
that side.
Like, it was just that side.
That's kind of funny.
So, I don't know if that was, like, for a purpose or anything. But some of my favorite Letterboxd reviews, I feel like I need to read some Letterboxd reviews. If you are not on Letterboxd, you need to get on Letterboxd because it is actually the best thing.
It's just such a fun like app. It's Goodreads but for movies, and I love it. I think it's just fun. Reese and I, every time we go see a movie, we'll immediately get in the car. We'll do our little review that we have for one of her Snapchat stories, and then we literally go and read all the reviews, the funny ones, the good ones. Like, it's so much fun.
These are some of my favorite. Paul Mescal's relentless quest to play the saddest, most broken men in history continues. And this might be his magnum opus.
Wow.
And which is so real. If you've seen any Paul Mescal movies,
really.
I love him, but he is constantly playing somewhat of a really sad and somber character. He did an interview not that long ago where the interviewer asked him, like, what's the biggest misconception about you? And he said that he's sad. Like, that he thinks that, like, him being sad is the biggest misconception about him. That people think that because he plays all these, like, sad, tragically broken characters, that, like, he has to be. That's how he can, like, relate and bring out those feelings. And he's like, he says he's actually really happy.
Wait,
and I was
that's
like,
kinda
oh my
sad.
god.
Wait,
I know. So for all you people out there, Paul Mescal is not sad.
He's not sad.
He's not sad. He's very happy. He's dating Gracie Abrams, which I don't know if you guys saw. Gracie Abrams made a post on Instagram, on her Instagram story, promoting Hamnet, and then put another picture of, like, just a casual photo she has of Paul because they're dating. Just like a cute boyfriend-girlfriend photo. And she's like, and by the way, I love him. And I was like, my goodness.
That's so cute.
They're so cute. Hamnet, the little boy, is played by Jacoby Jupe. And the boy who plays Hamlet on stage is played by Noah Jupe. And they're brothers.
I saw when they were on the red carpet for the Golden Globes, I think I saw an interview with both of them. They were like, how excited are you to be playing in a movie with your brother? And he, like, looked up and was like, I'm pretty excited, or something like that.
So
like, that's
cute.
so
And
cute.
they did actually, like, so phenomenal. Like,
the Noah kid, he's in, like, Wonder, the movie Wonder. Yeah. What else is he
and
in?
A Quiet Place.
Oh, Quiet Place. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He's good. He does a really good job. He did good in A Quiet Place too. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what the new, like, generation of, like, these younger, like, actors and actresses, like, how, like, it's gonna, like, transcend into, like, the new generation of movies that are talked about for years and years and years.
Yeah. I really feel like Hamnet was one of those movies that, like, sits with you and that you have a really hard time watching again. I feel
Like The Long Walk.
That's a lot of, for me, Paul Mescal's movies. Like, he just always plays a character that is, like, really, really sad. Like, Normal People, okay.
I haven't seen Normal People.
For those that have seen Normal People, if you haven't, I need you all to go watch it. It's short. It's a short series.
I need to watch it.
But it is literally, it will destroy you from the inside out. It will make you feel sad feelings you didn't know you could feel. And yes, I am recommending this to you, even though it is very sad. But it's so good and so real.
I have the book. I never read the book because the book doesn't have quotation marks in it, and it, like, bothered me when I tried reading it the first time, but I really do want to read it because I kinda know what the premise of the story is about a little bit.
Right.
But, like, yeah.
Paul Mescal in that is really, really good, and Daisy Edgar Jones it's so funny because those two will always find a way to talk about each other in an interview.
Yes.
I'm like, do y'all know that, like, you can be together? Like, it's
Like,
fine.
it's
I know we were just talking about
okay.
Gracie Abrams, guys, obviously,
But,
with
like, it's
Paul.
literally okay if you guys wanna
But
be together.
that's the thing, is so funny. It's like they're constantly talking about each
They
other.
are.
I don't know if you guys have seen the iconic Met Gala red carpet photo. Paul was dating Phoebe Bridgers at the time.
She's a singer.
And there's this photo where it's, like,
Oh
of
my
Paul
God.
and Phoebe, and he's, like he's looking off into the distance, and she's looking at the camera. Well, then from another photographer's perspective, Paul is looking off in the distance at Daisy Edgar Jones.
Like, that's insane. And that's just, like, such a, iconic photo. You search that up and, like, you can go onto a deep dive, like, lore drop of, like, all that drama and everything like that.
With, like, Daisy Edgar Jones.
And Paul
And there's also, like, a whole nother one too where they all got together and were together taking a photo, Daisy, Phoebe, and Paul.
and he's looking at
Well, they, like, all have their arms around each other, and he, like, drops Phoebe's arm and, like, lets go of her to, like, reach for somebody or shake somebody's hand, but still stays holding on to Daisy. Mind you, he's dating Phoebe.
Oh my gosh. Not anymore. I mean, like, that was, like, years ago, but
Right, but
still.
And then, like, there's just so many funny, like, moments where in literally any interview he can, Paul will bring up Daisy.
Literally.
But all jokes aside, all fun aside, thanks y'all for listening in to episode 2
of
What We're Watching. We hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.